So you're ready to stop all that negative self-talk in your head and gain more confidence? Well, I have a tool for you that I think is going to make a huge difference. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you a super simple tool that you can use anytime and anywhere to stop negative self-talk and boost your confidence immediately. This is the exact tool that I've been using to live beyond my fears, stop worrying about what other people think about me, and truly take action on goals and dreams that I have in my life. And I am so excited to share this with you. Hi, I'm Liz. If you already know me, then hey, it's great to see you again. If you are new around here, this channel is all about creating a life you love by taking inspired action and living beyond your fears. You're gonna want to keep coming back to this channel. So commit to yourself right now by hitting that subscribe button so that you know whenever I'm posting my latest video and you can come back. So before we get too far into this video, you might want to pause it and grab yourself a notebook or open up the notebook app on your phone. I have some deep dive questions for you that I think is going to make a massive difference in your ability to use this tool going forward. So let me ask you a question. If I was going to ask you, what's the one thing that you know that you do better than anything else, what would that be? This is the one thing that no matter what anybody says or anybody thinks, you just know that you are so good at. And this can be anything. Maybe you know you make the best chocolate chip cookies in the world. You're a wonderful drawer and you know you can draw anything. Maybe you're super passionate about keeping your house cleaned and organized, and you know that at any time, if somebody's looking for something, you know exactly where it is. It's going to be different for each of us, and there is no right answer here. So just take a second and think of a couple things, one or two things, but I know that each and every one of us has something that we know that we do so good, and we are never seeking outside approval or somebody telling us that we're doing a good job because we already know we're great at it. So grab your journal and take a minute to write down right now, what is that activity that you do that you know you are just fabulous at? Get really descriptive. Or even better, take a moment to brag about yourself in the comments below. I'd love to get to know more about you. Okay, so that's done. It feels good, right? I hope you got descriptive and juicy when you were writing down or even thinking to yourself, if you're listening to this in a car, all about that thing that you know you're great at. And if you're curious about me and what's my thing that I just know I'm great at and I don't need anybody to tell me that I'm doing a good job, then hang out all the way to the end of this video and I will let you know what mine is. But now that you've written this down and you've gotten really juicy and you're really feeling the feelings of being in that space and doing that thing, we're gonna call this your touchstone of truth. Okay, so now you're wondering, what is a touchstone of truth? A touchstone of truth is that feeling that you have that you know you are really great at your thing. And that every single time you can go back to feeling really good about that thing and know that that's true. So now I can tell you from experience, this is really gonna work. I use my touchstone of truth every single day. It's how I'm able to have the courage to start a YouTube channel, which is a massive goal of mine. And I am using my touchstone of truth every single day to get over my own fears and insecurities and show up here for you all. The next step is to describe your touchstone of truth. So imagining that it's actually a stone that you can actually hold in your hand. What shape is it? What color is it? Is it a dark color? Is it a light color? It can be any color of the rainbow. It's your touchstone of truth. Is it heavy or is it light? Is it warm or is it cold? Is it pebbly or is it nice and smooth? Is it a perfect round stone or is it huge and jagged? So take a minute and go back to feeling that feeling of your touchstone of truth, the thing that you know you're great at. And if it was actually a stone, what color would it be? Would it be warm or cold? Would it be heavy or light? Would it be round? Or would it be oblong? Would it be smooth or would it be jagged? So take a second in your notebook and maybe draw it out write it out, but I want you to be able to immediately vision this touchstone of truth in your mind. Okay, the next step. I promised you a tool and that's it. The touchstone of truth and having the vision of it for yourself. So now I want to share with you how you're going to use that touchstone of truth. So the first step is to use this tool to stop negative self-talk. Every time that you notice that that little inner dialogue has started in your mind and it's just giving you all that negative information, I want you to immediately go back to the vision of that touchstone that you have. Jump right back to that feeling and hang on to it. This is going to bring your mind immediately out of the negative self-talk that's going on. And the second you visualize that touchstone of truth for you, it's going to bring you back into the feelings that you feel when you're doing that activity that you love and that you know you're great at. So you have some negative self-talk, it's starting to germinate in your mind and it's starting to take over. Don't think about it, don't argue with it, don't invest any energy to it, just instantly flip over and grab your touchstone of truth and just stay in the energy of that thing. It's not going to take long and suddenly you're going to realize that that negative self-talk has just gone away. The next way you're going to use this touchstone of truth is to borrow confidence when you're jumping into a new situation. So as soon as you're going into an environment where you feel a little bit of insecurity, you're not sure of yourself, or there's a project that you'd love to tackle, but you're afraid of what other people are going to say, I want you to imagine that touchstone of truth, that thing that you know that you do so well, and borrow all the confidence that you feel and put it over into the new activity. So simply trick your mind. So take all of the confidence, grab that touchstone of truth, and boom, start doing the thing. Whatever your touchstone of truth was, it had a day one. There was the day that you started, maybe the first time you ever baked cookies. You didn't know what you were doing. You need to be able to give yourself that time for whatever the new activity or the new self-confidence situation is. So all we're doing is really borrowing the confidence that we feel when we're holding onto that touchstone of truth and we're putting that into our new activity. This isn't going to give you maybe all the confidence in the world because you are still learning something new, but what it will do is calm the fear and anxiety in your mind because you are resting back into the confidence that you feel when you think about your touchstone. And once you have that level head, we can all agree that tackling a new project with less fear, less anxiety, and just some grace in learning is going to get you over that fear wall or that hump and give you that self-confidence to get out there and tackle whatever it is that you want to do. Tell me in the comments below, where do you see yourself using this in your life? What big dream do you have for yourself that you're ready to tackle? So if you've made it to the end of this video, you probably hung out because you wanted to know what my touchstone of truth was. Are you ready for it? Weightlifting. I know that sounds crazy, but I have been weightlifting since I was probably 15 years old. So for me, whenever I go into the weight room, I know how to use all the equipment. I know how to do the squats. I know how to do the shoulder presses. I can do all the exercises. And I've actually been a certified fitness leader on and off for a number of years. When I was sitting down and really having a lot of fear, knowing in my heart that I had a great message to share with people and I wanted to do that through YouTube, but really being afraid to do it, I simply just borrow the confidence that I have in when I'm in a weight room and I trick myself into thinking that that's what I'm doing right now. And here I am. That's mine. Again, I'm so excited to hear yours, so please drop down in the comments below. And if you like content like this, then I have good news for you. I have another video on stopping negative self-talk. I am going to link it right here. If you want to check out my Grow With Me on YouTube videos, I'm going to link that video here. I'm so grateful that you are here. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, you're going to want to do that right now. Think of it as tipping your waitress. That's how I'm able to keep showing up and making this great content for you. I will see you again soon.